It's been many months now since the iPhone 15 Pro Max first came out, and I did the initial review, but I wanted to ditch the 13 mini, which is my daily device, and return back to this for 2 weeks to see what I think and what I love about this, and whether or not this is the right device to incorporate into your life. Now, the key thing that shines here has to be the cameras with the 15 Pro Max. And it's not just the year-over-year improvements that we get, but it's the ability to have ProRes video recording in your pocket, anywhere you go. ProRes shoots a flat profile, which really allows you to go in there and edit the footage to your liking. It's going to give you that soft, filmic look that you get out of cameras. I recently showed one of my friends how to use the ProRes format, and I quickly did a few tweaks to the video, and I showed him that you can really create your own look with this video footage. And so if you're looking at this device, don't focus on the 5x capability and all that. Figure out whether or not the ProRes video format is something that you can actually use to just make better videos, whether that's for social media or whether that's for content creation, which is very much possible with this device, or it's just family, friends, your pets, all that good stuff. Take advantage of the ProRes video format, and your videos can have a very unique look. The other thing I've really loved about the camera system is the stabilization. This multi-axis system does an even better job than previous years. For example, in this clip that you see of me running with my dog, I'm literally holding this phone in one hand, and it's shaking quite a bit throughout my recording. It was shot in 4K ProRes, and I didn't have the active mode on, so this is just the natural stabilization that you're getting out of the camera, and it's great. This is really going to enhance those videos when you go out on a vacation and let's say you're walking and you're filming at the same time. It's really going to do a great job at stabilization. That's one of the things that I loved about my daily device, the 13 mini, is that it borrowed the 12 Pro Max's system of stabilization, which has made a huge improvement. That's why till now I am so satisfied with this camera. But this camera system takes it a step further. And if you're somebody, again, that loves to shoot video, whether that's for social media or just personal videos, this is something to really take advantage of. As far as the rest of the camera system, this does a great job. Any photos, any videos you take, they're going to look great. But again, being a Pro Max, you should also look into taking advantage of raw photos, because those, just like ProRes video, will give you the ability to really go in there and tweak it to your liking and give it your own unique look. So whether it was during my initial review or just revisiting this device again for 2 weeks, the camera system is something I really enjoyed, even more so than my 13 mini, even though this gets the job done. But this really, if you really want to step up your video and photo capabilities, the Pro Max is the way to go. The other key thing is this is for those power users because the battery is sufficient enough. I generally tend to average between 2.5 to 4 hours screen time. And 4 hours screen time is a lot. So that's a day where I've used my phone a lot more. So for me, this can easily go 2 days without any issue. But if you are a power user, and if you are even doubling that usage, like initially when I was first testing this device, I had days where I used it like crazy and I could not bring myself to just completely draining this out. So I really believe that this should be a great 1 day device at the least. You should be able to get 1 day easily out of this device. The other really good thing about this is that with the 15 Pros and the Pro Maxes, Apple added the ability to limit the charging to 80%. Now, I really wish that they brought this to the rest of the lineup and the rest of devices that already exist, like my 13 mini or anybody that's on a regular 13, etc. Because this is something that is really helpful in the long run. It's really going to be beneficial to your battery health. So I've always just kept this to 80%. and I don't charge it past that. I recently just did a video on battery health, so if you want to learn a little bit as to what I do to get good battery health in the long run, I will link that down below for you to watch. The other area where the 15 Pro Max shines is in performance. Whether you are out just shooting ProRes video, whether you are playing games, and those two tasks are going to push the processor more, it's not going to slouch one bit. Daily tasks like things like just using messages and doing daily things, those are not even a thing of worry at all, not even with older devices. But where this really shines is when you game, when you shoot ProRes video, those things really task the processor, and I have not seen it slouch one bit. Next, I'd like to talk about the design. And obviously, you know by now this has that titanium finish. It was marketed so heavily by Apple, and it was a discussion topic for every single person. But personally, being somebody that comes from a smaller device or prefers smaller devices, I really like that they went with titanium, simply because it reduces a lot of the weight that you get with larger devices. So if you're somebody that's traditionally had the Pro Max phones or even the Pro phones, you can actually consider jumping up to a Pro Max size just because the reduction in weight really makes an impact. The other thing I've really enjoyed about the design is the action button. I'm from that group of people that never really used a mute or ringer switch. I always keep my phone in mute. So any new phone comes out of the box, silent switch on, and that's it. I never touch it again. So having the action button is a nice addition. I've tied it to a shortcuts folder, which has a bunch of home automations. So turning on and off room lights. So that is an awesome feature for me to have. Matter of fact, when I went back to my Mini after my initial review, that was something I really missed. So this is definitely a great addition. And if you're just upgrading to the 15 Pro Max or the 15 Pro, this is something that you're going to enjoy, even though you might not really consider it to be a big deal. Now, the last thing I've enjoyed about the design is having USB-C. Every time I have the 13 mini with me, I have to have a lightning cable, whether that's in the car, whether that's on the move. But the 2 weeks that I just had this device, I didn't have to worry. My iPad mini has USB-C, my MacBook has USB-C, my camera has USB-C, this has USB-C. So just having one cable is a great addition. So if you're somebody that's finally jumping to the 15 Pro Max or the Pro, this is going to be something that it might be funny at first because you naturally will want to grab a lightning cable, but ultimately just having USB-C makes everyone's life easy. Lastly, I'm going to talk about a few accessories that I've gotten sent to me, but I think they'll be really great if you're actually buying the 15 Pro Max. I really love this Caudabe Sheath case. Ever since I came across this case, I did a video on different cases for the Pro Max, but ever since I came across this case, the grip, the feel, this is a great case. I also really like the Pitaka cases, even though they have less protection overall, but their sunset, their moonlight editions, and their standard like black aramid fiber case, those make for a great addition to add onto the 15 Pro Max. Also, if you're a gamer, I really enjoy using the Backbone controller. I've used now both their first gen and their second gen. I have a video on it. I'll link that down below if you want to check that out. Another accessory I really love is the Tekmomo Magsafe Anywhere mount. That's actually a product of my own. Make sure you use code YouTube for 10% off. That's an anywhere mount, like the name suggests. Anywhere that you'd like to mount your phone, you can mount it and be good to go. I also use my own car charger, which is the Tekmomo MagSafe car charger. So if you want to get that, you can also look at that. I'll link all of these accessories down below for you to check out. Overall, the 15 Pro Max is a wonderful device. And you see, often when I do reviews on different phones, you'll have those people reach out, but like, why would you use such a small phone? Or why would you use such a large phone? I don't play that way. It's great to have options. Every time I've gone from the 13 mini to the Pro Max, even though this isn't a phone that I would like to keep on a daily basis, I can see why people love this device. I can see that it can fit perfectly for somebody that might not want to have a iPad and phone combo and just go with something like the Pro Max. This is a great device from its battery life to ProRes capability to the addition of the action button USB-C. Overall, this is a wonderful device. And if you're somebody that's even traditionally used the Pro devices, I would say that you should maybe look at this one and give it a chance because of that weight reduction. This might be a good upgrade for you. It really kind of makes me jealous. Like, I wish I could take all the capabilities of this device and put them into my 13 mini, and it would just make it the perfect device for me. But sadly, I can't. So I'll live with those compromises. But if you're looking at the 15 Pro Max, this is a wonderful device. I really hope that you found this review of mine helpful in deciding whether or not the 15 Pro Max is the right device for you. In the description down below, I'll put the different videos I mentioned or any products that I talked about. You can find them all down below. If you enjoyed, please do give this a thumbs up as it really helps me out. Like always, thank you so much for your time. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.